cap.
Well, he's an expiring deal at $5.75.
And you want to be able to re-sign him if you do that, maybe.
Yep.
Or maybe you're just trying to do it for this year. But if you want to try to re-sign him, then yeah, it's just a matter of, again, what's the price. You don't want to go out and have to give up like a Cam York or something like that for him. But if you can find
first round pick,
if you can find a common ground there, a prospect somewhere in the pile, a first round pick, a high pick, whether it's second this year,
second in.
Yeah, why not?
I'm in.
It's especially for an unproven talent like a guy like Brink. Absolutely, let's do it. Let's talk about the price.
Let me ask you this: is the position more important to fill, the center position because Hayes is out, or Ellis? Now, to me, right side top pairing defenseman is always more important.
Yeah.
But I think we feel like Ellis is coming back in 4 to 6 weeks. Hayes he's got a double surgery already on what is likely ailing him now. So I would say that the center position is more viable. Now, you do have options. You could move Giroux to center, and if you make a trade because you want more scoring and you need more scoring and you want to go after a guy like Tarasenko,
right?
Then maybe there's a JVR Tarasenko type move there. You include a prospect if you don't want to retain any money, or you retain a little bit of the money. There's only a year left after this on JVR's contract. JVR has not been scoring. I don't know. I'm just maybe this is the frustration of losing 2 games in a row to me.
Yeah, it might be.
And I'm trying to fix everything, like settle off family business, like in The Godfather.
My instinct is to go forward position as long as Ellis is only 4 to 6.
Yeah.
If whatever that is ends up being longer than that, I think you lean D. But
I think you can grab a third pairing defenseman.
You could, yeah.
That's not going to cost you a lot.
Right.
And you keep Braun there, and then you make Sealer your 7th.
Right.
Although I don't think Sealer's been bad.
No.
So I don't know. I'm just spitballing. All right, let's let the radio audience go on WMMR. So we'll let you guys go. We're going to continue this conversation and more here at the East Food Hall. The Flyers do fall in defeat against the Boston Bruins, score of 5-2. We'll be back Tuesday as the Flyers will take on Tampa on the Flyers Broadcast Network and on 97.5 The Fanatic. Let's thank a few people on the radio before we get out of here. Let's start with our in-studio engineer. That would be Ryan Shuttlesworth. Our audio engineer would be Chris Ashcraft. And our on-site engineer is Betsy Deming. Tim Saunders and Steve Coates. I'm Jason Martinez. And for Brian Smith, you've been listening to Philadelphia Flyers Hockey on the BetRivers.com Flyers Broadcast Network. Good night, everybody, on the radio side. Thanks, Rye.
We can. Give me 2 seconds here. Convert. Got to bring 24/7 back in. Right. So we are not feeding the mixer right now. We need to feed this. Yeah, I need our audio on this cable here. If you can get her feeding. So this cable here. We will continue this.
So what was I
doing?
Oh, I was feeding the other thing.
There we go. We're now. Now
all right, we live. There we go. Now we got everybody.
Audio.
All right.
Hello, everyone.
But what I was saying is, and welcome to the streaming audience. Hope everybody's doing well. Is this? I just don't know that Chuck Fletcher is going to be as aggressive as he is in the offseason. Have this setback for Kevin Hayes. Have his acquisition of Ryan Ellis not available right now, and let that torch a season.
Right. Yeah, you have to find a happy medium somewhere between making sure that you are not losing a season and making sure that you're not handcuffing yourself for the next 3 years down the road, be it because you acquired a big contract that now you've got significant cap issues, or you overpay with young talent that ends up coming back to haunt you in the end. So find that happy medium in there somewhere. You mentioned it, you're overreacting about 2 losses. Well, I'm not sure it's just the 2 losses. I mean, the scoring problem has been going on now for 3 weeks. So what's the solution to that? I mean, the Flyers have been able to, like you said, garner 14 points in the last 11 games before tonight while scoring 2.09 goals per game, when every other team that's doing that has 8 points or fewer in the last 3 weeks over the same number of games. I gotta either figure out. What they have to do is figure out a way to get those goals up, because otherwise they will start to fall back toward those.
That's not sustainable.
Tonight, obviously, this was a night where Boston was a faster team, a better team, and they got some goals from their fourth line. I mean, the Flyers basically shut down the top line there tonight, but the fourth line got it going. They only scored the 2 goals.
I don't work for the arena, brother. You gotta ask the bartender if she can put the Sixers game.
Nope, we don't have.
They don't have a remote.
Oh, I don't think
they got to get the Roku remote on the TV. I don't know. I'm just the radio dude, man. I'm not the AV. I'm not the AV club. What do you think this is?
Steve, you're allowed to come in here, right? Or Steve's standing on the wrong side of the road.
Can we get a remote for this guy over here? We have a remote for the team. It's upstairs.
It's upstairs. Everything's controlled.
What is it? The remote for the jumbotron?
Everything is controlled by computers in this building now. It is a little bit interesting.
Oh, all right. I tried, dude.
I can.
They do, yeah.
The Sixers play here occasionally. Yes.
Yeah. Not tonight. It might have been preferable.
Yeah. but again, they got to figure out some offensive production here.
Everything's my fault.
It's
everything. Anything that has to do with the Flyers is my fault. And the team doesn't play well. It's your fault.
Well,
after the game, Sixers on. That's my fault too.
Yeah. I remember when we had our old buddy Dave Isaac covering the team, and the lines were always his fault somehow.
Yes, because he tweeted him out.
Yeah. So why are you playing this guy with this guy? Actually, I'm not.
Yeah. I wouldn't have played them together. But yeah, it's how Chuck Fletcher handles this, and we should get some information. Maybe before Tuesday, we'll get some information on exactly what Kevin Hayes is looking at. He obviously missed his second game in a row tonight, so we'll see where this goes. But it'll be fascinating, that's for sure. I do want to give one more stick tap to the fans tonight.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. I wish they had a better result. But
I do, too, because the barn was packed tonight, Bri.
Hang on a minute. I got the number.
You got the attendance number? A lot of people.
19,644.
It's the biggest crowd I've been in a long time.
Season high. There's a 20-month high. I mean, somewhere back in probably Black Friday of 19, maybe was the last time we saw a number that big. We had 19-2 on opening night, which is great.
Well, what about the Boston Bruin game right before the pause?
Yeah, I'd have to go back and look at it. I would imagine
9-game win streak.
Big. Yeah,
came to an end that night.
Yeah. It's been a while though. Obviously because of all the circumstances and everything like that. The good news was the Flyers passed their season attendance total for last year, like 2 weeks ago.
In Game 3.
So that's always good.
Yeah, that is good. So
good job, sales staff.
And look, it was great to see so many fans here tonight having a good time. And the game was entertaining through 2 periods of play. Even though the Flyers got outplayed in the first, the second period was really rough and tumble, and that was fun to watch. So it's going to be a big week coming up for the Flyers again. With these opponents, and Florida has not scored less than 4 goals on their home ice on any game this season. So if you want to win, you can't score 2.
Yeah, exactly.
They put up another 5 spot tonight.
Yep. Just a little peek behind the curtain from what I'm aware of. Flyers are actually going to Florida tonight, I believe.
Are they really?
So they have a couple of days of team bonding coming up.
Wait, so they're flying to Florida tonight?
I believe so, or tomorrow. So a couple of days together on the road, some team bonding, and then going into that back-to-back. They'll be a little more rested probably than if they flew on Monday.
Yeah.
They'll probably watch some football tomorrow. I think they wanted maybe to probably play. I know Coatsy wanted to play some golf, but apparently it's going to rain. But they're going to get some time together here in the next couple of days, and then be able to go into that back-to-back a little bit more fresh, I think, than they would if they handled it normal, which is good.
Okay.
So that'll be it'll be interesting to see that. But this group obviously is already pretty tight, and just trying to continue the marathon here. It's a marathon, not a sprint, obviously.
Yeah.
We have seen them with the ability to win some of these low-scoring games, but we don't want to see them have to do it too often.
Yeah. Wow. That's interesting. I like that they're going down early, though. I think it's a great move. Get down there and get a little bonding going as well. I think it's always good for the boys on the road. Is there anything else we need to say? Do we wrap things up?
I think we can probably wrap things up. It has been a good homestand here. Last 3-game homestand of this year.
Is that right? There's no one longer than 3?
We don't have another 3-game homestand in January.
Are you serious?
So there's a couple of 2-in-a-rows. But that's really about it.
Wow, that's crazy to think.
They will be Flyers, for whatever reason, have always traveled a lot in December.
Disney on Ice.
Well, that's late December, but even like the month total, I think there's only 5 home games, maybe. I'm not sure. But there's a West Coast jaunt there to Arizona and Vegas, and then a couple of other Western games, obviously at the end of the year. Then they come back in January and have a 3-game homestand in January, and then somewhere you got the schedule in front of you. I don't, but either at the end of January or coming out of the Olympic break, there's a 5-game homestand.
Yeah, that's right out the Olympic, it's kind of out of the Olympic. They have 1 game on the road after the Olympic break in Detroit, and then they come home for Washington, St. Louis, Edmonton, Minnesota, Chicago, Vegas. So that was what, 1?
That's 5, right?
1, 2, 3, 6 games.
6, okay.
Yeah, that's a 6-bagger from February 26th. From February 26th all the way through March 8th. So
it's a good time of year not to have to travel.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, it is a good time of year, and you can make a lot of hay there right before a later trade deadline as well.
Yeah, the trade deadline should be.
I think it's like later March.
Yeah, it would be later March this year because we go 3 weeks longer this year than we normally would. So the trade deadline's probably mid-March.
Yeah. All right, let's put a wrap on it. We'll be back on Tuesday for the Flyers Tampa Bay Lightning pregame show. Brian will be at the home studio, as I will as well. And it'll be a fascinating week of hockey, a very, very important one.
The Sixers are on.
Oh, I got it done. Where's that dude at?
I don't know.
Where's the guy with the remote?
Did he leave?
He took off?
Oh, okay, all right.
So I finally get the Sixers game on for him, and he goes to the bathroom. Right above you to the left, Holmes. See that? Hey, what? You asked for the game on. I got you the game. Damn right you love me.
Yeah.
I'm like the power play. I get you one.
What's up, Tommy?
All right. Would you find some money? What is that, a hundo? 50.
Yeah?
Did you find it? Really? Is it your buddy's? It's probably yours. You don't even realize you lost it.
I was going to say, does it have any Book of Mormon verses on it or anything?
Yeah. Brian Smith.
I carry his stuff. I carry his stuff to the table, and then he lets me come on the air.
He's the remote guy.
What?
All right. We're going to wrap up the broadcast. All right, everybody, we'll talk to you on Tuesday as the Flyers take on the Lightning. At least we can have a chuckle.
Yeah.
Everybody, enjoy your Sunday. Oh, excuse me.
It's
Sunday. I'm getting choked up about Sundays. All right, we'll talk to you on Tuesday for Flyers game day. Thank you.
Have a good one.